What's up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming at you with a review of Rexoria's brand new album, Imperial Dawn. So here's another band I have no background with. The name sounds slightly familiar, but I can't tell whether it's just because it sounds vaguely metal, sort of like Rain Exceed, now called Majestica. So, as always, when I go into things cold, I find weird stuff to try to compare them to. And here's a band that's really fun to try to do that with. Thematically, I would lean towards power metal. It's not Rhapsody or Blind Guardian style. It's not even that close to Dragon Force, but it's just so uplifting in a different way than Freedom Call, but still very uplifting, such that I cannot leave off the power metal label. The Metal Archive says melodic heavy metal. Maybe that is a better description, since I don't think they're singing about dragons. On second thought, maybe I should shut the hell up. But it definitely gave me the same kind of feelings that power metal does. Trying to find bands to compare them to. I hear elements of Battle Beast, and I hear some elements of Beast in Black. It's often impossible to bring up one without the other. Production especially with those two. And in an odd way, I kind of hear some Dragon Force in here. The guitar style is very different. This one's way more laid back. It's not tremolo picked, but the chord progressions they choose really did remind me. There's some really good production here, as I said. Really good, sleek songwriting and great vocals. What's not to like? Let's get into some songs. Rage and Madness. There's some sweet speed metal stuff here. Reminds me a lot of Bringer of Pain by Battle Beast. Fading Rose has a great chorus. It's a bit poppy, but I think that's the point of this whole fucking genre. Light Up the Sky was another great track. Here's 3 great tracks in a row. It's rare that that one happens. I want to pause here to say that there's a lot of really good songwriting here. It's a very common pitfall in modern metal to just write 3 or 4 riffs and string them together in an ABABA format. That might work with lyrics. It's not really something you want to do with the music. This band is using things like varied drum beats and instrumental rests while the vocals continue that really keep you on your toes as a listener. Back to songs. Set Me on Fire. Here's a great song. I loved it. And it is your obligatory Africa chord song, referring to the chorus of Africa by Toto. It's kind of a rule that any band trying to write an anthemic chorus is going to use this chord progression at some point. This is probably 90% of Beast in Black's discography. It's also Holding On by Skeleton and almost every Iron Maiden song since Bruce rejoined. Even Ghost uses it on the chorus of Square Hammer. It works, and it's great. It's a trope. Last and certainly not least, the final track on the album, Enchanted Island. They really saved the best for last. Wow, what a great song. I'm sending this one to friends saying, dudes, listen to this. It's fucking awesome. It's a really rare feat for an album to be great through and through like this one was, but also still be very rewarding in the last half. I think I've mentioned this in a previous review that most great albums, I think, tend to be top heavy. I can't think of many great albums that are back heavy, but hey, we got one right here. So this album is totally going on my phone, and I'm totally requesting them for 70,000 Tons of Metal 2024. What a fucking feat. Great job, dudes. Rock on.